Welcome back to another exciting episode of Diary of a Fit Girl, where we are in our Fit Girl Fun series. I'm your host, Rara, and today we have a topic that's sure to resonate with all of our fitness loving listeners out there. We asked you, our amazing audience, to share your most dreaded gym pet peeves. And boy, did you deliver! We have received an overwhelming response with countless submissions dealing with gym behaviors that drive you absolutely bonkers. And me too. From the amusing to the downright frustrating, we've compiled the most voted gym pet peeves for today's Fit Girl Fun episode. Now, before we delve into these relatable annoyances, let's take a moment to acknowledge that we're all here because we share a passion for fitness and a desire to lead a healthier life. But sometimes, amidst the clanging weights and the blaring music, certain behaviors can make our gym experiences, well, less enjoyable. Whether it's witnessing fashion faux pas and that leave you questioning the laws of gym attire, or dealing with the gym equipment hoggers who seem to have forgotten that sharing is caring. We've all encountered those moments that make us cringe or roll our eyes. So get ready to nod in agreement, laugh along, and perhaps even cringe a little as we dive into your most voted gym pet peeves. We'll share your stories, discuss the behaviors that drive us a little crazy, and maybe even offer some advice on how to handle these situations with grace and humor. But remember, the purpose of today's episode isn't to dwell on negativity. It's all about sharing a laugh, finding solidarity in our shared experiences, and reminding ourselves that the gym is a place for everyone to work towards their fitness goals. So, without further ado, let's jump into the world of gym pet peeves as voted by you, our incredible Fit Girl fam. Get ready to commiserate, giggle, and perhaps even discover some new pet peeves that you never knew existed. So, let's go through the ones that you voted. Number one, hovering over people while waiting for their machine. This is not a parking lot. You're being creepy. Guaranteed, this one makes me feel awkward. Like, I've noticed this happens a lot when we are on the cable machines. And in my gym, there's 3 cable machines. And if they're all busy, people obviously come and ask, how long have you got left? Or how many sets have you done so far? Or how many sets do you have left? And very rarely what happens is, we say we just started or I'm still using it. And it's just so awkward when they're waiting there for you to finish your exercises on the cable machines. And all you have is this awkward eye contact during your rest periods in between the sets, and you don't know what to do. And what you definitely don't want to do is give them eye contact. That is the last thing that you want to do because you're just staring at each other and you're trying to vibe. But when you're resting, they probably think you've finished and they're just like, why haven't you finished yet? I think that is probably one of my pet peeves too. I don't know about you guys, but it's just so awkward. Number two, hogging machines. Don't get me wrong, sharing is caring, but if you're hogging a machine and you're just on it for maybe 30 minutes, an hour, you definitely need to get off because everyone's waiting. I've noticed people do this. They hog machines and they're sat down on, let's say, the leg extension. And what happens is they're texting or watching something on YouTube or even on Netflix. Like, can't you do that at home? There are other people waiting. So that's another pet peeve of mine. I completely agree with that. It's definitely top rated. Number three, taking the machine directly next to someone when there are lines of machines open. I this is definitely like the urinal things for guys. Obviously, I won't know that. I think this happens a lot when on treadmills, when there's like 10, 20 treadmills all going across, there's one person on it and you go right next to them. You should know the rules to not go right next to someone when all the other ones are free. That is definitely no. Definitely a pet peeve. I don't really mind it, but I'm always wondering why has this person gone right next to me when all these other machines are available? Oh, number four, staring at anyone. Don't be creepy, but I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't say I stare at people in the gym, but maybe when I get bored, I tend to watch other people train, whether to see if they've got a good form, bad form, you know. I'm in the gym for like an hour, sometimes 2 hours. So during my rest periods, I kind of just look at people. I wouldn't say I stare in a creepy way, but you definitely just don't want to stare at people. It makes people uncomfortable, which is why I try not to do it too much. Number five, grunting aggressively. Don't get if you're grunting aggressively, this really happens only with guys. I wouldn't say for me it's not a pet peeve. I just laugh it off because it's so funny, especially when it's so loud the gym can hear it. It's hilarious. But there's this girl in my gym who trains with a personal trainer who I'm very good friends with. And and when she's training legs, she's literally screaming. It's hilarious, but it's like awkward at the same time because it's always different when a woman does it. If a guy does it, you kind of expect it, but I don't know. I laugh either way, but whenever this happens, everyone in the gym stares at that person and then they look at each other, laugh, and continue laughing. We're not laughing at the person, of course, it's just because it's a rather hilarious situation. But at least we know they're training hard. Number six, playing your music too loud. This one annoys me. This is definitely one of my pet peeves, especially if it's Nickelback. I only know one of Nickelback songs. That one song that's like iconic. I don't know the other ones, but yeah, I don't want to hear anyone else's music. Like I've got my own headphones in, so I shouldn't be able to hear anyone's music. But if you do, it's kind of rude to tell them your music's too loud. I'd be too scared to tell them. But if you have the balls, definitely tell them. Number seven, singing along to your music, even even if it's the Hamilton soundtrack. I don't know what the Hamilton I don't know what the Hamilton soundtrack is, but it doesn't sound fun. So yeah, I don't sing along to my music loud. I probably just like mime to my music. um, I don't really notice other people in the gym, so if you're noticing other people in the gym, it's probably very loud and annoying. Number eight, competing with the person next to you. Thou shalt not stare at another woman's speed and incline. I haven't done this. If you're competing with someone next to you, whether it's on a treadmill, cross trainer, stairmaster, whatever, or a bike, make sure it's in a fun, light-hearted, competitive way. Otherwise, this might end up really dangerous. It would be really fun though to see. I would love that. If I'm competing with someone in the gym, it would be with someone who is at the same level as me and who I'm friends with, because then it's really fun. If it's not, then I haven't seen that ever happen in the gym before in a serious way, but I would definitely laugh. I won't consider it a pet peeve for myself, but definitely still something funny. Number nine, offering unsolicited advice. Standard pet peeve, especially when guys try and help women. Not looking to reenact the ghost scene while you show us how to squat. Thanks. Yeah, so so throughout my entire gym journey from when I was like 18 to now, I have noticed that guys in the gym don't know how to talk to girls, like most guys. So when you come across this guy, they will essentially try and help you train, even though you already know what you're doing and you're doing it right. And they just come up with a random like thing to talk about in terms of how to exercise because they don't know what to talk about and they want to talk to you. Like this is really annoying because you didn't ask for advice and you don't need it. So if you do come across one of these guys, make sure you stay away because they just want to get to know you because you're probably like super hot. Number 10, talking to your friends during group classes. If you're comfortable enough to analyze text from the guy at the bar, you're not working hard enough. Completely agree. If you are talking during a gym class, then you're most likely going to get in trouble with the trainer who is teaching the class, or everyone's just going to hate you because you're ruining their fitness experience, and we don't want that. Oh, taking non-stop selfies. Is that a pet peeve? I'm not sure. Hmm. I don't take non-stop selfies. I don't know about you guys. I've never seen anyone take non-stop selfies at the gym. It would just be like a little moment throughout their gym session like that they would. But if someone is taking non-stop gym selfies and not training, or they're going to the gym just to take gym selfies and to show that they're at the gym, then maybe it is a pet peeve, especially if it's in my way. I don't know about you guys. It would depend on the situation. Not putting away the weights. This is a pet peeve, definitely a pet peeve. Don't get me wrong. I used to leave my weights around all the time, and eventually I said to myself, I need to be a better person in the gym and not leave heavy weights lying around because I wouldn't like it either. So I stopped doing this, but other people still do it, and it really annoys me. So, for example, if I want to do deadlifts and the bar is already loaded up with like a 50 to 60 kg, it's going to take me 10 minutes just to remove that weight because it's so heavy for me, even though I can lift it when I deadlift. But removing the weight and putting it on makes it really, really difficult. So, yeah, that is definitely one of my pet peeves. I don't know about you guys, I'm sure it is. But the reality is that we don't like putting our weights back. Why? You know what I realized? Why is it that when people do golfing, they get one of those people, I don't know what they call a caddy or whatever, an escort that carries their clubs around and they get to carry their clubs around. And I don't even know how much it weighs, but I'm going to assume it probably weighs 5 to 10 kg. In the gym, why don't we have people who remove weights from barbells? Like, why can't we have those in the gym? Just like the golf equivalent for gym. It's literally a wicked idea because nobody likes putting their weights away. Let me know what you think. Number 13, not wiping down equipment after you use it. I'm a bit 50-50 on this one. Like, this was like a really, really big ordeal during the coronavirus. Yeah, so that was really big once the gyms opened up, and it was like mandatory to clean the weights or the cardio machines after. If you didn't, it was like a crime. And then we had other gym goers that would literally tell other people off. I had a woman that shouted at me when I literally just left the machine for about 10 seconds, and she followed me like the cleaning police. So yeah, I think it depends on how much you sweat. If you sweat, if you don't, then I wouldn't really say you needed to, but gym etiquette 50-50. What do you guys think? Again, it does depend on what kind of gym you go to. It's where if you go to like a lower cost gym, then most people won't because, you know, and then you'll have like premium gyms where people will do that sort of stuff and the gyms will give you towels and stuff like that. Depends what kind of gym you go to. But But yeah, you can wipe the equipment down if you want and help keep your gym clean, which I would recommend. It is great gym etiquette. Oh, this one's my favorite. Being too naked in the locker room. Yeah, this is like one of my favorite things. Pet peeve. If I do it, it's fine. If I see someone else doing it, it's not fine. Yeah, I don't know about you guys. It depends as well. If it's a younger person doing it, I guess I wouldn't mind. But now I'm just like being ageist, so forgive me on that one. My main pet peeve would be people not putting weights back where they should be because I hate searching for plates. Yeah, definitely. Like in the dumbbell area where all the dumbbells are supposed to be in order. And then when I go looking for one, I can never find it because people literally put 50 kg weights where a 1 kg weight can be and 20 kg weight where 2 kg weight should go. It is so difficult during peak times or just after a peak time looking for dumbbells. It is the worst. It literally ruins your gym session because it takes you like 10, 20 minutes just to find the weights. And there's like one guy in my gym who actually tries to put the weights back where they should be, but no one else does that. Not even me. Not even me, but if that space is taken, I'm not gonna lift that weight and then put that weight. It's gonna be there. I'm gonna be there forever. It's not the best. Lately, my gym has had a huge increase in members. Now, large groups of guys, around 6 to 8, and all try to live together. I'm all about lifting with friends, but they tie up benches and machines for 20 minutes so that they can all get their 8 crappy form sets with the worst range of motion I have ever seen. Yeah, like when people train together in big groups, it is annoying because they want to get through everything together. I think the best thing to do is hope for guys or anyone training groups you want to train in like no more than four. I think four is like the maximum kind of group you want to train with, unless you're all going to the gym together and doing different things, and that's fine. But yeah, that is massive pet peeve. Massive. I would hate that. I would hate that. I would just go to a different machine instead of waiting for whatever they're using. Trainers that do not have a clue what they're doing. Yeah, this is a huge pet peeve. My huge pet peeve is trainers who don't know what they're doing. Like, I've noticed there are some personal trainers that know everything about weights and then, they won't know too much on nutrition. But what I have noticed is that a lot of personal trainers, they don't know anything about stretching and yoga, and they don't tell their trainees to do warm-ups and yoga. So what I had to do, like only because I'm very close friends with these personal trainers, is that I tell them to do yoga, I tell them to stretch. I even literally they always want to train with me because they want me to show them what to do, which I do. But I think personal trainers should definitely learn more about yoga and stretching, especially for their trainees' benefit, not just their own. People that jump onto machines that have a shaker cup or a bag on them obviously someone else is using it. Yeah, definitely. It's really rare that you see someone else steal someone else's machines in the gym. I don't recommend you do it. They've probably just gone to the changing rooms or they're talking to someone else. Don't steal someone else's equipment. That is the worst. Oh, here's one. When you ask to work in and someone refuses to let you, when you ask to jump into someone else's set and they say no, that is bad gym etiquette. So what you want to do is say yes. Just let them jump in, and they'll do their workout during the rest period, and then their rest period, you jump in. Make sure you say yes because this is very bad gym etiquette. Yeah, pet peeve, definitely. 10 out of 10 pet peeve. Trainers that have overweight clients try to hit when they can hardly stabilize themselves. That's not a pet peeve, guys. Come on. This is not a pet peeve. Like obviously a hit workout, high intensity interval training is one of the fastest ways to burn fat and lose weight. So if a trainer is doing that, they don't get me wrong, this person who they're training is going to be punished and in so much pain. But if they can't handle it, then it's not good. But I would say I think it's good as long as the trainee can at least handle a little bit of it. Normal people asking to work in with me is fine. This has only happened once, but it's frustrating when someone asks to work in and refuses to load or unload any plates. During deadlifts, I would finish a set and this person would say something like, I only need two on each side. So I unloaded what I was using. He finishes his set and walks off to get water. I reload the bar with what I need. Repeat this for 4 to 5 sets. Yeah. Mm-mm. That is a huge pet peeve. If you're going to train with somebody else or just jump in their set, you want to help unload and load the weights. It's being polite, it's gym etiquette. Not doing that is basically you being an asshole, basically. Ooh, this is definitely one of my pet peeves. People who leave a ton of sweat on a piece of equipment and don't wipe it down. It is so, so nasty. I've noticed guys mainly doing this. It's really rare for me to see a woman do it. I'm not choosing favors, but it's really, really horrible when people just leave sweat, especially on benches. Like, I'll honestly either I won't use it, I'll go and use another piece of bench press or equipment if there is another one. If there's not, I'll have to clean it, even though I don't want to, but I want to use that machine. But yeah, it's like a disgusting pet peeve that nobody wants to deal with. Don't do it. Next one. People who sit on the equipment and don't use it and are busy having conversations with other members. Well, this is a pretty standard one. This is a standard pet peeve with people who regularly go to the same gym every single day at the same time, and they always make friends with people. So yes, they are going to have conversations, but if they're talking for too long, then you could probably sneakily steal it, but they'll still be a bit peed off. So it's a very standard thing to happen. It is a pet peeve. It is a pet peeve, but at the same time, you do need to speak to people because you still have to have manners and be polite because you see these people every single day. Again, gym etiquette. Next one, out of shape trainers who walk around trying to tell people how to train. Then you hear the trainer, who looks like they don't even lift, say you need to take ABC product or pre-workout or whey protein to lose weight or build muscle. Oof, I've never seen that, but that would definitely be one of my pet peeves. Definitely be a pet peeve because at the end of the day, we're only in competition with ourselves. And, if we're focusing on other people and how they train and what they eat without any regard for actually helping them, then it's a pet peeve. Exactly like this. I have never come across a trainer that would state that sort of stuff so openly and so forwardly. So probably just avoid those people. Again, it depends what kind of gym you go to. I have noticed probably overweight trainers at leisure centres. The first gym I went to, there was a lot of all of the trainers were overweight, but they were a lot older, not younger. So maybe that's why. The person who follows you around the gym when you are trying to train, asking you, what are you doing? What should I be doing? Do you like her? Etc. etc. I've never met someone like that. Like, if you don't know them, that is definitely a pet peeve. 10 out of 10 a pet peeve because that's incredibly annoying. And all you want to do is train. I wouldn't know what to do in that situation. I would probably be polite, say I'm training, but essentially, if they keep asking you questions, you are going to have to tell them straight up in the most polite manner. I'm trying to train. I only have a certain amount of time to get this workout done, and I'm going to have to leave sooner or later. I hope you don't mind me getting on with my workout. Something like that. Don't be too mean about it. I'm sure they're trying to make friends. I'm sure. Anyone in the gym trying to sell me anything, people are here to lift. This isn't eBay. Imagine that, someone trying to sell you some pre-workout while you're working out. Like I've never really seen anyone do that before. Ever. In my whole 10 years of working out, I have never met anyone in the gym randomly who has tried to sell me stuff. Like, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, just never. Just never. That would be a huge pet peeve and would definitely annoy me. Lifting dumbbells that are too heavy and then dropping them on their last rep. I'm all for going to failure, but use a spotter so they can help you bring the weight back onto your quads. All the dumbbells at my gym that are 90 pounds and over are bent and no longer feel right when lifted. Yeah, I definitely recommend a spotter. But I think we all of us, or most of us, kind of like bashing our weights down on the last rep, especially on deadlifts. I don't know why, it's just the thing. Slamming weights is kind of fun. Don't do it excessively, but I'm not gonna lie, I do rarely slam my weights. Not all the time, so don't worry. People who train in groups of three or more and take up a portion of the gym all to themselves with their equipment, water bottles, etc., then they take forever in between sets because they're cracking jokes and fooling around. 10 out of 10 a pet peeve. 10 out of 10. Especially when they're just taking up so much room and they're being so loud in an annoying way. Yeah, that would definitely annoy me. Definitely annoy me. It depends again if you go to a small gym or a big gym. That would definitely depend on where you go. People who have no focus and spend 5 minutes in between sets texting or taking selfies. I'd say 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10 pet peeve maybe, because it's not doing me any harm. Uh, but if they're constantly on their phone and their rest period lasts for like 10, 20, 30 minutes because they're stuck on their phone, then it annoys me. I notice it. But I don't really say anything because it's not influencing my workout. It's not interrupting my workout. So just let them text away while you build up your gains. That's the only thing that I can recommend. People who come to the gym with no plan and just wing it. This is actually a very standard thing that goes on in commercial gyms. Some people have been training for a very long time and they just have the same workout. So it's not really a plan. They just kind of go with how they feel and how they want to train. But with what I've noticed over the 10 years of working out, what needs to be done is you need to have a plan and you need to tackle it like it's a military war. You need to make sure you hit each target and you get everything done that you need to get done and then leave. That's how all the guys do it. And that's how we train too as fit girls. If not, or you need help training, make sure you go to the website www.diaryofafitgirl.com and click on Fit Girl Plans. And here we provide a service if you don't know how to train or just need steps to living a healthier lifestyle. Make sure you book an appointment and our experts will help you out with whatever you need. Next one, curling right in front of the dumbbell rack when the gym is not that crowded. It depends on how the gym's laid out, to be honest. You know, some gyms are small, quite crammed, and some much bigger like mine. So it can be a pet peeve. You know what is a pet peeve? When you're training and then there's like this huge space here, and then there's a mirror in front of you, and then they go right in front of you, blocking your view. That is the worst pet peeve ever for me. That's the worst gym pet peeve for me. When someone just gets right in front of you and starts training, and they're taller and bigger, and you need to move to be able to see yourself in the mirror. Definitely the worst thing going. People who don't understand how to work in with one another. If the gym is packed, people can share. It's not super difficult. Yeah. If the gym is packed, then people should definitely allow other people to train in their workouts to save time, make new friends. But some people don't like it. So, next time if someone asks to jump in your workout, make sure you say yeah. I've always said yes. Like, I've only ever been asked probably less than 5 times in 10 years, but make sure you say yes. You might make a new friend. The guys that yell and scream excessively while lifting weights that don't warrant any of the noise they are making. Yeah, exactly. This is a pet peeve, especially when a guy's doing it. If they're doing light weights but like high reps, I've noticed this does happen in the gym. Every gym has one guy that does it. Every gym. My gym has it. It's so annoying. He's actually being like personal trained by someone, but he's never on heavy weights. He is always on like a lightweight that most people can do, and he's always like making loud noises that the whole gym can hear. And keep in mind, my gym's pretty huge. So here's a pet peeve. People doing bicep curls in the squat rack. There are a million other situations with barbells that would be perfect for curling, but there's usually only one or two squat racks. For you to be taking up space with bicep curls is wasting yours and everyone else's time. This is definitely one of the worst gym pet peeves ever, because everyone knows that the squat rack is for squatting. But no, everybody wants to do their bicep curls there. There are many other mirrors for you to be staring at and doing bicep curls. Don't do it. I can't stand it when people try and squat and they do not even get close to parallel. Drop the weight and get low. They are only cheating themselves. Yeah, so here, pet peeve, probably 5 out of 10, because it's not influencing my workout. However, if I notice someone that is squatting and they don't have good form, I always want to tell them how to do it properly. But I'm always like embarrassed if I should or not, because you don't know how they're going to take it. So it's probably best to speak to them afterwards if you want. But end of the day, you don't really have to, you know? Crappy pop music in the gym. It's a requirement in my gym to have headphones. Otherwise, I get to live listening to Taylor Swift or Katy Perry. To be honest, 99% of gyms play the worst gym music ever known to mankind. Literally, this is why people hate working out without the headphones, because the music is so bad that gyms play. No one wants to listen to it. You'll either have a really, really bad workout without your headphones. And now I've forgotten my headphones quite a few times and have never ever enjoyed my gym session because the gym's music is terrible. It's not workout music at all. I don't know why they do this. I really don't know why, but they need to like play better music. Guys who repeatedly ask, "Hey bro, how many more sets you got?" I don't get this one because I'm not a guy. Um, yeah, it's probably more for a guy thing who's probably either on the chest press or doing bicep curls with a certain weight. Thank God that doesn't happen to me. I probably get it rarely, but not, "Hey bro," because that's not cool. Don't call me bro. When people above 20% body fat go to the gym only to jump from ab machine to ab machine doing crunches and crunches and crunches, thinking it will help them get a six pack. Definitely a pet peeve. If you do notice someone that's just doing abs, then maybe you should help them with their workout routine, or do FITGIRL plans at diaryofafitgirl.com, where we will help you with your workout regime. People that refuse to listen to anyone. Stubborn people. Yeah, you probably want to avoid those kind of people in the gym, because even if you do try and help them, they are not going to listen. It's kind of like my brother, actually, when I tell him how to train and he doesn't. I hope he's not listening to this episode. When they sit in the sauna for 30 minutes and think they dropped 5 pounds of fat. Ugh. Is that before or after a workout? Is that even after a workout? Some people do just go to the gym to hit the sauna, but what I recommend is working out, then going to sauna after and doing hot cold therapy, which is one of the most amazing ways to relax your muscles and enhance the weight loss. Trainers with nothing but books, with book smarts, have never lifted telling you you are wrong, but you have the results. Huge pet peeve, 10 out of 10 pet peeve, definitely. I would recommend to avoid those kind of trainers. I've never seen those kind of personal trainers, but we not really a big fan of conflict. Not something you want to be doing. The last thing is you want to argue with a fool. So don't be a fool and argue with a fool. You know what I'm saying? My pet peeve is that video going around Facebook of the guy that takes a plate off another guy's bar when he's mid squat. I'm pretty sure the first one was a joke. I've seen it twice since, and those ones look real. People who are that stupid, disrespectful are my pet peeve. That does not sound good. Guys who take one dumbbell out of rack, use it and leave it God knows where. Brackets, my gym is pretty big. Sometimes it takes a couple minutes to find the missing dumbbell hidden under some machine, and we only have one pair of given weight. 10 out of 10 pet peeve. 10 out of 10. That is the worst when you literally have to scour the whole gym just to find the similar weight that you're looking for. Like, this is like, oh, it's like one of the worst things ever. Definitely one of the worst things. I hate doing that. I have to go out of my way searching for it, making sure it even still exists in that gym and that it hasn't been stolen. When you are supersetting two different machines, cable or dumbbells, and someone asks if you are using it while you are using the other, you say yes, then they give you that face and try to argue with you over using two machines. Yeah, that is a pet peeve, especially when you're supersetting on two machines. It's not the best because other people want to use it and you're using two. Not a lot of people do supersets, I've noticed in the gym. Trainers that don't have their clients doing hippie bullcrap is annoying. Oh, you mean the weird stuff? Um, mm, Pet peeve. What do you think? I'd say that one's like a 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. For me, though, the biggest pet peeve is when you have experienced lifters teaching new lifters horrible form. Huge pet peeve. Why would an experienced lifter teach an inexperienced lifter bad form? I've never seen that, ever. What I have seen is personal trainers giving advice to their trainees and having bad form. How does that work out if someone is qualified as a personal trainer and they are not at all focused on the form? Even though I'm not a personal trainer, but I have 10 years experience, I wouldn't even lift any weights until you know what the form is. The form has to be right first. Otherwise, when you train later on or train someone else, they will end up injured because bad form, bad posture. It's actually one of my biggest pet peeves now that I've just noticed. Yeah, form first, weights later. Remember that. Taking down pixie sticks or eating takeout food in the locker room after your last rep. Not a pet peeve for me. I say that's like a zero pet peeve because if someone's hungry, let them eat. You know, we as fit girls get super hungry because we have super high metabolisms. So let a girl eat. Having trainers make their clients lunge up and do a gym as a leg workout. I don't get that one. The guy who comes in front of you to work out even though the whole gym is available. 10 out of 10 pet peeve. Find somewhere else to work out. Why in front of me? Why do you do this? The guy who headbangs or shadow boxes in between workouts. I'd say that's like a zero pet peeve for me, even though this is one of the top rated pet peeves. For me, that wouldn't annoy me. Like, boxing's a really cool sport. Don't blame me. The girls who just chat and chat and chat in the gym. 10 out of 10 pet peeve. 10 out of 10 pet peeve, definitely. Definitely. It really annoys me, especially when they're being really loud and I can still hear them through my headphones. Like, why would you go to the gym to just talk? Like, it's going to annoy everyone else, and you're going to be using up space and machines in the gym, especially if you're not working out. This annoys me. This happens in the fitness studio as well. when I'm trying to like do my karate or just like work out where no one else is watching. Girls or guys who are clearly just at the gym trying to hit on someone or be hit on. The people who literally just come into the gym in extremely tight-fitting clothes and sit down at stations texting and lifting little to no weight, if at all. I don't care how good your butt looks. If I'm there to work out, quit hogging the leg press and save socializing for later. I've noticed that one actually. They literally come in, they're probably there in the gym for maybe just to talk to people, and it is annoying. It's just so annoying because they're just sat there watching people and not working out, which is the last thing that we want in the gym. People interrupting people interrupting you mid-set between reps. If you're lifting heavy ass weight, the last thing you need is someone ruining your focus. Wait till I'm finished and stop being rude. Definitely pet peeve. I say 9 out of 10 pet peeve. Especially if you're mid-set, like you're focused and you don't want to speak to anyone. The only thing you want to do is focus on breathing. If this happens, don't speak to them until you finish working out. And if you do want to talk to someone, wait till they're doing their rest period or they look like they're not busy. This one's a good one. The guy who cleans every machine before using it by spraying it down with cleaning product that he brought from his house. Tired of smelling that, bro. I've never seen a guy bring cleaning product to the gym, which is a very rare thing actually. Yeah, cleaning products always have like a really strong smell, so probably use less if you're going to do that. Leaving the leg press stacked with weights. Bonus. Not lifting said weight properly. Talking about locking out and not sinking. Yeah, you don't want to lock those muscles. It's not good for you. Folks that psych themselves up for about 15 minutes to do a set of max out squats, only to do one rep and then psych themselves out. Oh, that's a pet peeve. Is that a pet peeve? Where they hype someone up or hype themselves up and then only do one rep. I'd say like a 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10 pet peeve. My biggest issue is watching people that have no idea of what they are doing or training other people. It's sad to watch. I mean, come on. If the guy training you looks like crap with zero gains, then that should be a red flag. Yeah, definitely. Definitely never accept gym advice from someone who doesn't look like they've been training at all. You know? That's oh, here's a pet peeve. People who stare. People who stare. Yeah, if someone's staring at me 24/7 while I'm training, I'm going to feel super uncomfortable and you just don't want to train. It's going to really put you off your training session. So that is a 10 out of 10 pet peeve. I train at home now, but before my biggest gym pet peeve was everyone benching on Monday. Just couldn't ever get a bench. Oh, wait, I was one of them. Is Monday chest day? See, I was under the impression that Universal Chest Day was Tuesday and Thursday. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just in my gym. When people show up, take a selfie, then leave after barely working out. Yeah. Maybe they just went to the gym to take a selfie. Or maybe they went to the gym just to show someone that they went to the gym, post it on social media, and then leave because that's their proof that they went to the gym. No green screen. I think today was the most irritated I have been in a while. Going in for a late workout on a Friday night, so the gym was pretty empty and I had the intention of getting right into my deadlifts. Some guy was standing on the platform we have for deadlifting. He was doing curls with the easy curl bar. The fact he was using the easy curl bar meant he went out of his way to use a specific spot because he moved the barbell off to the side to place his bar. And I did mention only 2 other people, including myself, were there to lift. The others were just doing cardio, meaning he had literally every other spot to do those curls and run. Yeah, you should have asked him to move. If there was loads of other space, you should have asked him to move. My pet peeve is when really skinny guys with no gains wear stringers and walk around like they have the biggest lats in the world. I don't want to laugh. I'm not going to laugh at that one. Pet peeve, 0 out of 10, 1 out of 10. People can wear whatever they want. However, people that only wear stringers are very, very muscly. They're the only ones that can pull it off. But if you want to wear a stringer, you go for it. Wearing Gucci shoes. Who's going to wear Gucci shoes in the gym? To be fair, I remember seeing a girl that came in, literally, I couldn't even, out of all my 10 years of training, I couldn't even believe what was going on. This girl, she walked in the gym, everything was Balenciaga. She had like a Balenciaga bag, like a little purse, Balenciaga hat, Balenciaga shoes, even the clothes, Balenciaga. She was there about 5, 10 minutes, and then she left. And by that time, I was leaving too, because I was at the end of my workout, and I noticed she was driving a car that was not at the same cost level as the Balenciaga outfit. So I was really, really confused. But I think she just went there for a little catwalk show. I don't know. Got a new one. Guys asked to work out with me on bench press. I agreed. He stepped he stopped 100 pounds lighter than I pyramid up to, yet he wanted to do more sets. I hate when people ask to work in knowing it's just going to be making things more difficult. Pet peeve, definitely. Going in the gym when you're sick, 10 out of 10 pet peeve. This is the worst thing. When people come to the gym and they're ill and sick, I literally tell them to go home or they shouldn't be there because they're going to spread their germs and they can't even work out themselves. It's incredibly unhealthy if you're going to the gym when you're ill. It's the last thing you want to do. Stay at home and recover. Stay in bed. Drink lots of fluids. That's the only thing you can do. Never, ever, ever go to the gym when you're sick. It's the worst thing to do. You don't want to spread your germs and make more people ill. Definitely a 10 out of 10 pet peeve. People, so this one's weird. People sweating a river on the Stairmaster. How is this even possible? 100 out of 100 pet peeve. 100 out of 100 pet peeve because I've seen this happen before. In my previous gym a few years ago, I would go for a workout and there was this guy that would get on the Stairmaster and oh my gosh, he would be on there for an hour. And when I say he was sweating a river, literally around the Stairmaster, there would be a huge puddle that the cleaners had to come in, especially just for him, and bring a mop and a bucket just to clean his sweat up. Everyone hated it because it was the most disgusting thing ever known in gym history, ever. I don't know how people sweat that much. Like, I really have no idea how anyone could sweat that much. Is ridiculous. But it happens and it's definitely 100 out of 100 pet peeve. If that happens to you, I highly recommend train at home. It's not what you want. You don't want to be sweating a river. People sitting on a machine, not training, just texting or watching something on YouTube for 30 minutes straight when I'm wanting to get on that machine. Definitely another 100 out of 100 pet peeve because everyone else is waiting and you're just sat there on your phone watching whatever on YouTube or Netflix and texting away like you have all the time in the world. Like, that is definitely the worst pet peeve. I've seen people do it before, especially when they're sat on the leg extension machine and I'm waiting for them to move. And I can't say anything because when I do, they reply, "Oh, I'm still using it." And then they proceed to continue using their phone. And I'm just like, what are you doing? And trust me, they will be on that machine for about 30 minutes to an hour doing absolutely nothing. No wonder you don't have any gains. And that wraps up another episode of Fit Girl Fun. We hope you enjoy diving into the world of gym pet peeves and sharing a laugh with us today. Remember, remember, sometimes a good venting session about those peaky annoyances can be a great stress reliever. We want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in and being a part of our fitness loving community. Your support and engagement means the world to us, and we can't wait to continue bringing you more fun filled conversations in the future. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast and follow us on social media to stay up to date on all things Diary of a Fit Girl. Our our social medias are Diary of a Fit Girl podcast. And if you can't find it, just go to our website, www.diaryofafitgirl.com. All of our socials are there, and have a little look on our website. You might find something that you like. We'd love to hear your suggestions for future episode topics, your stories, and your feedback. After all, this podcast is all about creating a space where we can connect, learn, and have a blast together. Before we go, let's just take a moment to remind ourselves that while gym pet peeves can be amusing to discuss, let's practice empathy and understanding in our fitness journey. Let's support and uplift each other, celebrating the diversity and the uniqueness that makes our fitness community vibrant. Until next time, keep rocking those workouts, embracing the fun side of fitness, and remember, a little laughter goes a long way. Stay fit, stay fabulous, and keep being your amazing fit girl selves that you are. I'll see you in the next episode of Diary of a Fit Girl. Ciao, ciao.